Alright, so time for the 303 ECR oil change. Never changed the oil in this thing yet. How many hours we got? I don't know if you can see in there. 354.7. 354.7. It's not a whole lot of hours considering I had it over a year. So that's the oil filter right there. We are gonna have to go down underneath and pop this freaking access panel off. There we go. 3. Alright. There we go. Belly pan off. Oil pan. Oh, it's so cute. Look how tiny this thing is. My goodness. Let's show you. That's my hand. That's not very big at all. It's super, super cute. I think I'll take that bolt off. And this one here, they're giving you 2 options. I don't understand that one. It's a little different. Oh, the backup beeper's right there. Huh. So, she's draining. I'm gonna let that drain on down. Again, the motor oil is nice and warm. Got my hand pretty good. Not warm enough to burn, but warm enough to be nice and warm. Alright, I'll let that drain down and we'll come back. Sorry guys. Someone came into the shop and was talking my ear off. Anyways, we did get this pretty well wrapped up here. The 303 ECR, we got all drained. The pan, the drain plugs back in. Oil filters on. Part number cat filter 3776969, same as the skid steer and the loader, which is convenient. So that filter, I did end up putting oil in it because it's sitting upright. Now this was a pain in the butt to get the oil in there. I had to go buy another funnel to be able to get it in there, and it was slow going. Took a good 5 minutes to dump it in there. This motor holds 6 liters of oil. So now all we gotta do is put the drain or the fill cap back on. Oh my goodness, if I can get it lined up here. Here we go. And clean some stuff up. Check the oil before you fire it up, just to make sure you, I mean, there's enough in there. I know better, but yeah, see, right now it shows just a little scooch over full. And as soon as I fire that up and get it circulating, it'll drop back down to where it's exactly supposed to be. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, that is loud in here, man. Well, make sure we have no leaks. Good. Shut her down, let her sit for a minute, and then we'll check the oil level again. Let's check level. Bam, right at the top of the fill, right where she needs to be. And we put full synthetic 040 in this sucker. So we got the 303 in here. I'm a little behind on the initial service on this. Wow, that's lucky. We're actually doing the final drives. And it's pretty close to position there. That's awesome, because I can't swing over this side and lift it up. This side I can though, so, and it ain't lined up, but whatever. We'll get that. We'll get this all lined up. And I'll show you what we got to do the final drives. Okay, so we got both sides lined up. What we got to do, your initial 250 hours on this machine. They want you to change the final drives, which is 75/90 weight. I always put full synthetic in. So that's what we're gonna do. I am definitely over hours on that. Same with the oil. I mean, we just did not stop this year. And the oil was fine. I know the finals were fine. I checked them. So I decided to wait because I don't have warranty on this thing anymore. What do we got here? We got 355 hours. Now with Cat mini excavators, most of the time you only get a year warranty. That's it. I mean, even skid steers, you generally only get 2. The articulated loader, I got 3 hours, or 3 hours. I have 3 years or 3,000 hours, whichever comes first, and we're way off that. We're just barely below 600 hours on that. We're probably gonna hit close to 1,000 this winter. I think we're gonna get nailed. But anyways, so I'll show you on this side. That is your fill plug. That is your fill level plug. That is your drain plug. So you definitely want to pull at least one, pull the top one off before you pull this one, because that'll just bloop, bloop. There'll be no air behind it, so it's just you're gonna end up getting a bit of an oil bath. All right, let's do it. All right, so obviously my pan ain't gonna fit, so when I crack that one off, I'll just have that piece of cardboard there to guide into the pan. Anyways, I should probably get an extension on this, but there we go. She's free. O-rings in good shape. Oh my goodness. Put you there. All right. And you want to make sure that it is an Allen key. You want to make sure that's all the way in there, because you don't want to strip this out. That would not be fun. You have to go get a new bolt. All new. All right, here we go. Boom. No metal in there. She's a little gray. To be expected with 300 hours. I mean, on its first initial, because I mean all the gears that are in there kind of just meshing together. Yeah. So I'm gonna get this propped up underneath. I don't have to hold the darn thing. Oh, I'm gonna have to hold the darn thing. All right, so I'm gonna let this drain, and then I'll bring you back. So what I did here, guys, you can see the cleaner oil coming out, because I'm retardedly anal about my equipment. I flushed it out a little bit just to get all that old nasty stuff out of there. Now you don't gotta do the final drives every 250 hours. It's the initial 250 hours. I'll be running this machine a couple times throughout the winter, and I'll keep my eye on that, check her out, because we don't want any pre-wear on this. Yeah, so basically I'm going to close up the bottom one in a second, and then we'll start filling. We'll have these two open. Obviously fluid goes in here, and when it starts coming out this one, then you know you're full, because that's the full level right there. And make sure there's still a little bit of oil on your O-rings on these plugs, because you don't want to have to put new O-rings on if you don't have to. So that's tight. I'm going to leave my cardboard there. And we will get her filled up with 75/90 weight gear oil, full synthetic. Same gear oil that actually goes in my C7500 rear end, and most dump trucks, and even pickup trucks. Alright, so my little jug needs a refill here. Anybody knows what that gear oil smells like? It is not pretty at all. Oh, here. I'm just making a mess this morning. Today is, I think November the 12th or the 13th, this Saturday. We are having some really nice weather, but it's supposed to turn nasty next week. The snow is coming in, because I know further up north they're already been getting it, and even further down south where they have the lake effect. But the loaders are ready to go, and with the trucks, I think I'm pretty close to full here. It was dribbling out of there. Yeah, I see it coming out there. Alright, so put that down. Yeah, she's coming up. Alright, so we'll wipe that down. And we'll get a little bit of oil on our plug here, on the O-ring. And there we go. And boom, here we go. Do the same for this, a little bit of oil on this O-ring. We don't want it to split, that would suck. So I'm gonna have to put a new O-ring on it, and I really don't want to do that. Those O-ring kits are not cheap. So I try to minimize the amount I have to use. I think they're about $300 or $400 a kit, cat O-rings. I also have some John Deere kit for O-rings, because I used to own some John Deere equipment. That was before they got retarded with their pricing. Oh, that's fabulous. You know, that's what you want to do right there with your shop towels. Just throw it in the oil. Oh, that smell of the gear oil. Ooh, it just stinks. Pull that out. And that's it, guys. That's how you do the final drives. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, and then I'll show you what else we gotta do. Alright guys, so another day in the shop. I had to take it off yesterday. Anyways, the other thing we gotta do to this for the first initial 250 hours is change the hydraulic filter, which is actually located right in the tank on this machine. It's right in there, and I believe there's a strainer in this access panel. Alright, I'm gonna get you guys mounted and set up here, and I will show you exactly what we gotta do to get this done. Alright, well, first thing first, obviously we got to relieve the pressure in this tank. So we'll just take this off, open that up. Shouldn't be much pressure in there. There we go. We'll put this somewhere safe where I don't drop it, because I know for sure I'm going to drop it. Alright, so you're going to need a 16mm socket, and also a wrench, because they like to, you know, let's just tuck it under there and make it difficult on you. So, you know what, I'm going to just wipe that down first before we do this. Doesn't make sense. We don't want any unwanted dirt getting in there. Get that clean. Get her on out of there. Coming. Alright. I'll start loosening these. Just knocked me on my butt. Alright, that's a little better. These are loose. Grab my wrench because we can't fit a socket in here. Even this wrench is a little questionable. Come on. Ow. Oh, that's nice. That's a bucket of a spot right there. Oh yeah, this should be super fun. We are on the struggle bus. Alright, come out easy, alright? Nice and easy. Should be. You think they'd give you a little more room in there, at least to get your hand in? Like, my goodness. Can't even get my hand in there. I will have a video coming out on this machine really shortly about my review and my thoughts on it. Things I like, things I don't like. It may come out after this video, because I do have some things to say about this machine. And it's not just going to be this one, it'll be new machines. Anyways, we'll get into that in that video. For now, let's get this off. I hope that element filter is not hard to take out of there. It seems a little trapped. I may have to take this piece off. Probably. Probably what I should have done right from the get-go. It makes sense to service this. Oh my goodness, just have to loosen that off. Boom. That's exactly why you should definitely take your time and look at things to see what's going to be the easiest way to service this. I mean, because now I can get to this with a ratchet. Now this is spring loaded, so there'll be a spring in there and a bunch of other stuff. Just like most hydraulic tank covers. Get that off there, maybe. Alright, so be real careful with this. You don't want to get dirt or anything in there. Yeah, I'll be cleaning that up. And there's also this O-ring here. You don't want to lose that. Looks like someone put that in there dry because it was stuck to that. Yeah, that's exactly what they did. Good thing the O-ring wasn't destroyed. If you had to turn this on, you would have destroyed that O-ring. Oh, people. Yeah, and it came from the factory that way. Here, nice and safe. Oh, now my head on the cover. Spring here. Oh yeah. Let this drain out. Yeah, never would have got this out without taking that cover off. Alright, running for a bag. Woo! Anyways, I'm gonna get this all cleaned up and then we'll get the new element in. We'll get our new element put in. It's part number 304-7196. Get in this thing. Alright. That looks slightly different than the one that came out there. That's interesting. I almost threw this out. That would have been not good. Not good at all. Yeah. Oh, now I'm covered in that hydraulic fluid again. Filter in there. Beautiful. There's no top and bottom of this, they're identical. And we will get this in there. Hopefully get it lined up where it's gotta go. Where is that? It should land right on top of a hole. Oh, there we go. And we are in. Beautiful. Before I close this up, I'm gonna just grab a little bit of this hydraulic oil, just a little scooch, and I am gonna put it on that O-ring. As far as I'm concerned, that should have came loaded. Got that piece back in, now our spring. Spring is what keeps this in place. Which you definitely want to have in there. And I think they would have an actual hole on the top. So you know your spring's lined up in that part. Just put this back on. Make sure it's on. Alright, so that's that's it for our first initial 250 hours. Obviously you want to drain down the water separator, get any water out of there. And I did notice I forgot to write the hours on the oil filter, but we got her. And I just wrote it right on the lid there for the hydraulic filter. So all we got left to do is fire this up and check for leaks. Oh, that's loud. For this one. So yeah, your first 250, you got to do obviously the engine oil, drain the water separator, your final drives, and you don't have to do the fluid, your first 250 for hydraulic fluid, but you have to do the element. which is a good thing. Just want to, get any crap out of there. I mean, your first, 200, 250 hours is pretty crucial. So yeah, we got her done. Boom. That's the end of this video, guys. There will be a lot more service videos coming out and things like that throughout the winter. Even more so coming up there now. Yeah, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and take care. Catch you on the next one.